I've always wondered about technologies like the typewriter. Okay, there's an advantage in legibility over handwriting, but for a period of about 40 or 50 years, this is how it worked in business. I'm not making this up, okay? In the 70s in Ogilvy, there was a typing pool, which was a lot of people who you would hand them a handwritten note and they'd type it up so that you could then send it on to your client. And then typically there was always a mistake, so you then had to send it back and have it typed. So the whole thing had to start all over again. And the question you've got to ask there is, was that simply because you weren't a serious business unless you sent typewritten communication?
Signaling.
In other words, you couldn't send handwritten notes because it simply looked unprofessional, so everything had to be typed. There may have been something to do with carbon paper and copying, which had some particular role, which made typing desirable. But it's an interesting question because no one could really consider that typing added to productivity. Quite the opposite. It meant that every communication producing anything was painful. The only benefit it may have had is it kept the volume of communication low.